and 1,420 in February, and 1,648 in March. Prices surged to 2,475 in April, reached to 3,277 in May, and moderated to 2,900 in June. Average diesel consumption stood at about 19.5 million liters per day in January, rose slightly to 20 million liters in February, then declined to about 15.5 to 16 million liters in March. It recovered modestly to approximately 17.5 million liters in April before settling at about 16 million liters daily in May and June. Liquefied petroleum gas also recorded weaker demand. Average LPG prices increased from 1,086 naira per kilogram in January to 1,360 in February, and 1,572 in March, 1,791 in April, and 1,800 in May, before easing to 1,661 in June. Consumption moved in the opposite direction, falling from about 4.9 to 50.0 kilotons daily in January to roughly 4.3 to 4.4 kilotons in February. Demand briefly recovered to about 5.1 to 5.2 kilotons in March before declining steadily to around 4.2 kilotons in June. Merman attributed the higher fuel prices to rising global crude oil prices driven by geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and disruptions to shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Although crude prices eased in June, they remained above levels recorded at the beginning of the year. The management of Lekki Port, promoters of the Lekki Deep Sea Port, on Monday welcomed the maiden call of the Mediterranean Shipping Company's new weekly feeder service. In a statement on Tuesday, the port said the development marks the commencement of a strategic shipping connection between Lekki Port with Lomé, Togo, further expanding access to global markets to Nigerian importers and exporters. Under the arrangement, import cargo from MSC's worldwide network will be transshipped through Lomé before being distributed to key locations in Apapa Port, Tinkan Port, and Lekki Port. Likewise, export cargo originating from Lekki Port will be conveyed to Lomé, where it will connect to MSC's mainline services serving Europe, Asia, the Mediterranean, North America, and South America. Commenting on the development, the managing director of Lekki Port, Wang Qiang, emphasized the growing confidence amongst the leading global shipping lines in collaboration with the Lekki Port, driven by its world-class infrastructure and operational efficiency. And according to Qiang, the commencement of MSC's weekly feeder service is another important milestone in the journey to establish Lekki Port as a leading transshipment and gateway port in West Africa. The new MSC feeder service reinforces Lekki Port's strategic role within the regional maritime ecosystem. It underscores its commitment to providing world-class port services that support regional integration, trade facilitation, and sustainable economic development. As cargo volumes continue to grow, the port remains focused on expanding its service offerings and strengthening partnerships to create greater value for customers across Nigeria and beyond. And that wraps it up for us on Business News, reaching you live from RFI Studio. You can stay tuned for News Track that comes up by 2 p.m. and Global News by 6:30 p.m., as well as other programs afloat on the platform. Stay with us, and thanks for joining.